but
The fact that advertising's down, though, is good for people marketing. It's bad for if you're in the magazine business, but
Yeah. Yes, I
that's
know.
helped us.
It's more affordable, and I actually think it's become more, readership has become more concentrated among boomers.
Well, it's certainly more fractured. Everything is fractured. So that's why the better you know the product you're trying to advertise in and who they're reaching, the better success you'll have.
Not a lot different than TV, really, all the cable channels.
Go ahead, let's get another question.
I want to go back one or two questions to the tangential market. Do you have any examples, anyone have examples of products, services that are marketed to boomers or the purpose for their parents?
The question is, are there specific examples of products marketed to boomers for their parents? I think in the caregiving space, they're there in terms of the aging in place. They definitely target, they know that, I mean, the jitterbug knows that they're targeting the boomer. I mean, they may use the same ad in many cases, but they're saying, please, you know, here, we're going after the child to buy it for their parent.
Yeah, almost all of our products that are senior-oriented are, 80% of the purchases are by the senior, although there are the children who buy it. We have tried different ads, we'll call it the influencer ad versus a purchaser ad, and haven't been able to see a huge difference in the results from having a universal ad that kind of speaks to everybody. So, but to your question, no, we haven't had products that we only targeted to boomers and said, buy this for your parents, and not gone after the senior at the same time. Again, because of the response we get from the senior is actually better than from the boomer.
Yes. Is this Lori's? Yeah. Well,
Sure.
I mean, for us, we have we have a variety of methods of collecting information, so I don't have the breakouts, specifics around the numbers that I presented in terms of the exact number of people, et cetera, but typically what we do is we have, we can mine our database and solicit people to take a survey. We can cut that then by age and gender and a variety of other factors. For employee feedback, we actually are fairly adept at having a lot of social networking internal vehicles where we solicit feedback from our employees. And so the survey that I referenced in terms of employees' ideas for serving seniors better, they happened on December 22nd to December 29th of this year.
busy days.
Yeah, I'm surprised anyone answered at that point.
Yeah. And Lori, what did I use?
Yeah, our studies are all, they're all national, so they're all done with a national database. We don't have a panel of our own. We go out every time. We do anywhere from 2,600 to 3,000. We always oversample on the senior end because we have to do some by hand surveys versus online to get enough seniors in a sample to respond. And depending on the study, we will do some of the work we do that is not specific to online or social media, which isn't honestly very much anymore. We do all straight survey. Increasingly, as we've really gotten into the tech and the social media space, almost all of it's online except for the older end of the senior population.
And our surveys are, we conduct on an ongoing basis. You can see them on our website there. It's self-selected because it's from our own panel, our members, but they are themselves a very finite group of women, almost entirely 48 to 68. So, and if it's okay with the panelists, I'm happy to send out the deck if you'd like to see the stuff. Greater detail if you want to just come up and let me know afterwards.
Yeah, all of our stuff is on our blog too. You can find it in our resource center on our blog.
Question up front?
One of the reasons I came here from Pittsburgh.
Thank you for making my job easier.
I have a handicapped person at home, and there's tremendous guilt in leaving that handicapped person at home. And because there's marginal independence there, I don't know how much money to spend for caregivers and how long the person would be safe at home. And what I'd really like to buy, if I could challenge some people in the audience, is a television that has a built-in
Okay, so go ask. Go ahead, are you answering, or you have a question? Yes, you. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I'm pointing to the woman in front of you. Yes, go ahead. Oh, right, yeah.
I just wanted to quickly respond to that woman's question. There are three companies right now rolling out as North Pavilion here who do exactly what you just said, with touchscreen ability to do video and connect everybody. So just spend some time down in the digital health
Good.
section, and you'll find vendors who can do that now.
I would like to quickly get this, I think this may be our last one of this question, maybe start with Kurt, and also, I don't think there's been a big success with Boomers that hasn't also done a really good job of dealing with customer service, and it does cost more, and maybe you and Mark could, I know Mark has had a lot of learning in that and has to spend more in that than probably a e-tailer, the cataloger that's serving younger audience. But the service is beyond, you really started by asking about the beyond purchase, but
Sure.
let's talk about both.
Yeah, so we know that one of the things that Boomers do over-index on for Best Buy are the purchase of incremental service policies to help educate and train and make sure that the products work correctly. I think, though, the key, and some other people have also alluded to this, is they just like a personal touch, right? So whether it's on the phone or whether it's in person, I mean, we have had many cases of service at a store level where the customers come back and brought in cookies, for example, because they're so appreciative of someone taking the time to explain things to them. So I think really it's about personalized service in real time, whether it's on the phone or in person, one face-to-face. But it's taking the time to actually explain the products and talk to people in real terms.
And one of the things I know is at least having some of your sales associates come from their own age range.
Yes.
It's very important. They can't all be 27-year-olds who just don't get just aren't really capable of getting their heads around the customer. But Mark, go ahead. and talk about
Just
your-
quickly, we've worked really hard at that. What we found is the best solution is to bring out products that are simple to use and don't have as many issues. I mean, we have people who put together all our products. If you can't put it together in 5 minutes and use it, don't market it. We try to follow that rule because it is so hard, especially as people are in their 80s, and hard to explain to them on the phone how to get the technology to work. So we try to limit ourselves to products that are simple to use, especially when it comes to technology.
Thank you, panel. We're out of time. Susan's going to march us off. I really thank you to my panelists.